Europe faces a significant migration challenge, one that has been escalating over the past decade. The continent is grappling with an unprecedented influx of people seeking refuge and a better future. This crisis has multifaceted dimensions, affecting not only the migrants, but also the host countries and their citizens. Thousands of people flee conflict, persecution, and poverty. These individuals come from various regions, including the Middle East, Africa, and parts of Asia. They are driven by the hope of finding safety, stability, and opportunities that are absent in their home countries. The journey they undertake is perilous, often involving treacherous routes and life-threatening conditions. They seek safety and a better life within Europe's borders. For many, Europe represents a beacon of hope, a place where they can rebuild their lives and secure a future for their families. However, the reality they face upon arrival is often starkly different from their expectations. The process of seeking asylum is complex and fraught with challenges. Italy, with its extensive coastline, has become a primary entry point. The Mediterranean Sea, while a gateway to Europe, is also a graveyard for many. Overcrowded boats operated by human traffickers frequently capsize, leading to tragic loss of life. Italy's geographical position makes it a frontline state in this crisis, bearing the brunt of the initial wave of arrivals. The influx has overwhelmed Italy's resources and fueled political tensions. The strain on public services, housing, and healthcare is immense. Local communities are often divided, with some showing compassion and others expressing frustration and fear. The political landscape in Italy has been significantly impacted, with migration becoming a contentious issue in elections and policy debates. Many argue that other European nations must share the responsibility. The principle of solidarity is central to the European Union, yet the distribution of migrants remains uneven. Countries like Germany and Sweden have taken in large numbers, while others have been more reluctant. This disparity has led to calls for a more coordinated and equitable approach to managing the crisis, ensuring that no single nation bears a disproportionate burden.
To alleviate the pressure, Italy has turned to a controversial solution. The plan involves sending asylum seekers to Albania. This Balkan nation, not part of the European Union, has agreed to host these individuals. The move has sparked debate and criticism. Opponents argue that it undermines international law and raises ethical concerns.
The agreement between Italy and Albania outlines the terms of this transfer. Albania will receive financial assistance from Italy to accommodate the asylum seekers. The agreement aims to provide temporary housing and support while their asylum claims are processed. However, critics question Albania's capacity to handle this influx and ensure the well-being of those transferred.
The legality of Italy's plan has been questioned. Critics argue it violates international law, specifically the principle of non-refoulement. This principle prohibits countries from returning asylum seekers to places where they face persecution. Additionally, transferring asylum seekers to a country with a less robust asylum system raises concerns about due process and fair treatment.
Beyond legal considerations, the plan raises ethical questions. Critics argue that it shirks Italy's moral responsibility to protect those seeking refuge. They contend that transferring vulnerable individuals to a country with limited resources and support systems is inhumane. They believe that Italy should uphold its humanitarian commitments.
Italy's plan highlights the broader issue of responsibility sharing within the European Union. This plan is not just a local concern, but a significant point of contention that affects the entire continent. The migration crisis has been a persistent challenge for years, and Italy's proposal brings to light the need for a unified approach. Italy argues that other member states must do more to address the migration crisis. The Italian government believes that the current measures are insufficient and that a collective effort is necessary to manage the influx of migrants effectively. They emphasize that the burden should not fall disproportionately on a few countries. They contend that the current system places an unfair burden on frontline states like Italy. These countries, due to their geographical location, are often the first point of entry for migrants. As a result, they face overwhelming pressure on their resources and infrastructure. The overcrowded camps are a stark reminder of the urgent need for reform. The plan has reignited calls for a more equitable distribution of asylum seekers across the EU. Activists and policymakers alike are pushing for a system that ensures all member states share the responsibility. This would not only alleviate the strain on frontline countries, but also promote solidarity and cooperation within the Union. The debate continues as leaders seek a balanced solution that respects both humanitarian obligations and national interests. The European Union has been grappling with this issue for years, and various proposals have been put forward. However, reaching a consensus has proven to be challenging. Each member state has its own perspective and priorities, making it difficult to find common ground. The ongoing discussions at EU summits reflect the complexity of the situation. The processing of migrants is another critical aspect that needs attention. Efficient and humane processing can help in managing the flow of people and ensuring that those in need receive the necessary support. Italy's plan includes measures to streamline these processes, but it requires cooperation from all member states to be effective. Humanitarian aid is also a crucial component of the response to the migration crisis. Aid workers play a vital role in providing immediate relief and support to migrants. Italy's proposal highlights the importance of bolstering these efforts and ensuring that adequate resources are allocated to assist those in need. The European Parliament has been actively involved in the debate, with various committees examining the implications of different proposals. Lawmakers are tasked with finding a balance between security concerns and humanitarian responsibilities. The discussions are ongoing, and the outcome will have significant implications for the future of migration policy in the EU. Integration of migrants into European communities is another critical aspect that cannot be overlooked. Successful integration can lead to positive outcomes for both migrants and host countries. Italy's plan includes initiatives to support integration efforts, but it requires a coordinated approach from all member states to be truly effective. As the debate continues, the hope is that a comprehensive and fair solution can be reached. The migration crisis is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach. Italy's plan has sparked important discussions, and it is now up to the European Union to come together and find a way forward that benefits all member states and respects the dignity of migrants.
The voices of asylum seekers are crucial in this debate. Many have endured perilous journeys and trauma. They seek safety, stability, and the opportunity to rebuild their lives. Their perspectives and experiences must be considered when evaluating the ethics and effectiveness of any migration policy.
The long-term consequences of Italy's plan remain uncertain. It could set a precedent for other European nations to adopt similar measures. This could lead to a weakening of the asylum system and undermine international cooperation on refugee protection. Additionally, it could exacerbate tensions between EU member states and impact relations with Albania. Whether Italy's plan offers a sustainable solution to the migration challenge is debatable. The issue of migration is complex and multifaceted, involving numerous factors that drive people to leave their homes in search of safety and better opportunities. Italy's approach, while perhaps well-intentioned, may only scratch the surface of a much deeper problem. While it may provide temporary relief for Italy, it fails to address the root causes of migration. These root causes include economic instability, political unrest, and environmental changes that make living conditions unbearable in many parts of the world. Without addressing these underlying issues, any solution is likely to be temporary and insufficient. Critics argue that a comprehensive approach is needed, one that goes beyond short-term fixes and looks at the bigger picture. This means not only providing immediate aid to those in need, but also working on long-term strategies to improve conditions in the countries people are fleeing from. One that tackles poverty, conflict and persecution in origin countries. This involves international cooperation and investment in development projects that can create jobs, improve education and build infrastructure. It also means addressing issues like corruption and governance that often exacerbate these problems, while ensuring a fair and humane asylum system within Europe. This includes speeding up the asylum process, providing adequate support for refugees, and ensuring that their rights are protected. A humane approach also means recognizing the contributions that refugees can make to their new communities and helping them integrate successfully. The international community must come together to create a cohesive and sustainable migration policy. This involves not only European countries, but also nations around the world, working in unison to address the global migration crisis. By sharing the responsibility and working collaboratively, a more effective and humane solution can be found. Education is a crucial part of this solution. Providing access to education for refugee children can help break the cycle of poverty and give them the tools they need to build a better future. It also helps them integrate into their new communities and contributes to social cohesion. Healthcare is another essential component. Ensuring that refugees have access to medical care can prevent the spread of diseases and improve overall public health. It also shows a commitment to treating refugees with dignity and respect. Community support programs can also play a vital role. These programs can provide refugees with the resources they need to start new lives, including language classes, job training, and mental health services. By investing in these programs, countries can help refugees become self-sufficient and contribute to their new communities. Ultimately, a sustainable solution to the migration challenge requires a holistic approach that addresses both the immediate needs of refugees and the long-term factors driving migration. By working together and taking a comprehensive approach, we can create a more just and humane system for everyone involved.
Italy's decision to send asylum seekers to Albania marks a critical juncture in European migration policy. It raises fundamental questions about responsibility, solidarity, and the protection of human rights. The outcome of this situation will have far-reaching implications for asylum seekers, European cooperation, and the future of the asylum system itself.
Hello everyone, welcome to Beyond Africa YouTube channel. Here guys, we talk about immigration crisis. You know, as you see, this 21st centuries, there's a lot of immigrants that are trying to leave their country, move to another country because of several reasons. Guys, so if you like this video, I'm kindly asking for you guys to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I release a new video. Thank you guys.